Hello, Blockey Hockey. We are here tonight for one game, and it is the best on best all-star game. We've got Baba Bobo and TXQ, 2 out of the 3 of the Legion of Goon, and another Carolina Cobra taking Zaz Pixel's place in Moya, as well as me, obviously. So, how are we doing tonight, guys?
Pretty good.
Yeah,
How about
pretty
yourself?
good, pretty good. I'm doing okay. The All-Star game, though, a fairly exciting event when it's close. Baba Bobo, I'll let you begin. You were commenting on how the roster seemed to be a little lopsided. Do you want to elaborate on that?
Well, this was before I saw Packers, and Birdie, but even so, the North looks a little stacked here. They have pretty much every player in the top 6 ranked, all on the same team. So yeah, shouldn't be close, but who knows?
Absolutely. Moya, who do you project to win this All-Star game? Obviously,
I believe that the South is going to win, and I think it's mostly going to be because the South has 3 Orlando Storm players, which is the most out of any of the teams. Most teams only have 2 or 1. And we have Birdie, Packers, and WOD0 coming out from Orlando for the game. And I think they're some of the best players in the league, so I think it's going to be an overwhelming win from the South, honestly.
I mean, that's absolutely... they have a case for sure. TXQ, do you think you can make a case for the North Division to win this?
Yeah. To piggyback off of Bobo, like he said, they have they have most of the best players in the league, and I'm looking at the thing, and Glenny Boo, who's like one of the best forwards, is a sub for them, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, I think the North is gonna win.
Absolutely. Well, any score predictions in the chat before we get this game underway?
I'll have South winning 3-2 over the North.
Baba Bobo?
I'll go North 4-2.
And TXQ?
Up North 4-3.
I'm personally going to take the South 3-2 as well. So it looks like we've got a split desk here. Should be a close matchup as we head back down to ice level. Let the games begin. As a face-off violation committed by ohLuvv immediately off the draw. Him, WOD0, and Packers, the starting first line. Interesting decision here. No defenseman for the South Division. As there's a pass towards the middle. That doesn't get to the intended target. It goes into the corner where WOD will pick it up. He's chased by Stan V. Able to get the pass out. Youppi collects it on defense, though. It does look like the North has 2 players out right now. They finally get Camper 51192 to hop on the ice. Here's Box making his way around. Packers successfully gets an angle, but ohLuvv comes swooping in to deny it. ohLuvv wins the corner battle against Stan. Out to the middle for WOD0. It's pinged away by Youppi and Camper, a collective effort. Youppi pounds one down the ice. Wapex and Missia changing on for Youppi and Stan. Badger's pulling it back. The puzzle, as I like to call him, makes his way into the zone. Missia quickly getting it back out of the corner. Has an open. Wapex at the point. He takes the shot, and it's saved by Panda Man. Birdie W down the ice. Isn't able to make it past Glenny Boo. Badgers, a series of pullbacks. Glenny Boo's able to read it. Glenn, Missia, and Wapex, all former Calgary Wings as soon as last season. Here's Badgers nearly getting a chance there, but not able to bury it. Glenny tries to pound one down the ice for Wapex, but that's an excellent ping by Birdie W. He'll go back to collect it. The drop pass for Plud's nearly in the hands of Missia. He'll hand one off to Wapex, who fights with Plud's behind the net. Wapex gains possession for his own. He's chased, gets it to the slot, and it's pinged away. Glenny now from deep trying to fool the defense, but he's not able to get the shot away. Not even remotely close. Here's ohLuvv, signature P3 from the boards, trying to catch him off guard. He's not able to land that shot on net, though. Here's Youppi down the ice now. Off the bench, pretty fresh. ohLuvv nearly pinging it into his own net, but denying the slot pass from Youppi. Youppi now in his own end, chased by Wad. Wad nearly getting the better of him, but Youppi recovers. Out to box now, Camper with a good pass, and that shot is denied by Packers. Box out of the corner, nearly pulling off a classic Stan V wizardry tech, and he goes for it again, and Packers is able to defeat him both times. The South with a resurgence here. ohLuvv and WOD0 temporarily in a great position to win that puck, but I believe it was Orange Panda in net coming out to make that save. Here's Youppi up the boards. Camper has it. He tries the far side, and Pandaman says no. An excellent glove there from the Philadelphia Freedom goaltender. Here's Box out of the corner. Looking to get something going. Nearly gets a slot pass off. It's blocked by Pludz. Still with possession. Pludz fights for it. Gains the inside position. Tries to clear it, but Glenny says no. He comes crashing down. It's funny, Glenny Stan V, Missia, and Wapex, all former Calgary Wings. Glenny here with a good chance! And Pandaman! What a save! But Glenny Missia, Wapex, and Stan V, all former Calgary Wings, at some point in the last 2 seasons. And or sorry, no, not the last 2 seasons, the last 3 seasons. And now all of them are on separate teams. Missia on the Golden Eagles, Glenny on the Grizzlies, and Stan V on the Muskies. Wapex, the lone player who's remained a wing. Here's Wapex. Speaking of, out of the corner, tries to get a pass out to Glenny and the South off the bench are able to defend it. Wapex still with inside position here, trying the far side on Pandaman after driving the net. And Pandaman makes another save, his 4th of the night. In only the first period, there's his 5th as Wapex flings one at the net. Not nearly as high quality as some of the other shots he's faced, but still a save regardless. Wapex up for Missia. The North really starting to get into a rhythm here. Packers and Missia fight for it. WOD0 coming back to help. But Stan V calling for the reinforcements as well. A pass up to ohLuvv. He successfully makes it there. And he nearly gets his own rebound, but Youppi just barely able to ping that one out. He passes one up for Camper now. Camper from the edge. And Pandaman makes another save. That's 6 on the evening. Here's Packers. Tries the P3, but double hits it. And Orange Panda somehow still able to make a save there out of that one. I believe he just gloved it as it was rolling towards him. Here's Stan V, a prime chance. But WOD0 pings that one behind his own net. Stan still fighting for it. Nearly gets it to the slot. Camper waiting audaciously close to the net. Youppi now with tons of room. Out to Stan V, who grazes that post. It goes out behind the net. Pludz retrieves it. 9 seconds left to go. Pludz marching down the ice, trying to gain something. Pludz pulls it back, takes the shot. Orange Panda, a last-second save to keep this a scoreless game. Shots are 2-6, and it is not looking great for the South so far. We'll head up to the desk for our intermission report. And we've seen a lot this game. The North are getting a lot of chances. Baba Bobo, what do you have to say about what the North are doing right?
I don't know. They're just playing defense pretty good. They're making, crispy and very crispy passes, connecting. And they're just shooting the puck. So they're not doing that.
Yeah, Moya, any thoughts on what you just said?
Well, Jesus, I want to take back my prediction ASAP. The South are not doing well. They need to lock in. Kind of going off of Baba, we have Youppi on defense. I do see him kind of looking at his bench a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on there. But Youppi is definitely one of the best defenders of all time when he does play defense. It's a little interesting what role everyone's playing right now on both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, TXQ, what do you think the South needs to do to regain their footing here in this game?
I think they have to play better defense. The shots are in North's favor, and if they want to get chances, breakout passes, you got to rely on the defense, and the defense is not doing it right now. I think they have to play a little better and let their all-star forwards do the job.
Absolutely. I mean, they realistically only have one true defenseman, and that's Birdie. I really think they just need to let Birdie, Packers, and Wad have it. Like, they need to do something with these lines because having only one natural defenseman, it's hard to, get that going. But having Packers line up on defense just doesn't seem like the move. I would much prefer Wad or Pluds. Here's a shot from the face-off dot from Ardoggy, and he hits the post. Youppi in his own end. Up for Camper. Camper with some space. Has to take it behind the net as Wad was closing the gap. Wad up for Ardoggy. Ardoggy across. Packers there. Prime chance, and he whiffs. Camper retrieves it. He'll return the whiff, but it's back for Youppi now. He reads the pullback. Packers still forcing his way to the net. Ardoggy's there. He hits the post with the shot. The South just cannot seem to buy a goal. But they're off to a strong start. Nevertheless, here's Camper in the South zone trying to do something with the puck. Not entirely sure what. Stan V4 checking out against Packers. Packers able to get the best of him. It's up for Pluds. Pluds now has it sent behind the north net by Youppi. Youppi still on defense. Trying to get it away from Pluds. Pluds out to the slot. Badgers is open and he scores! The South have put themselves on the board as they're making a resurgence here after a poor first period. Do I have a color caster? Yo, Baba Bobo, tell me what the screenshot you just took was all about. What was the screenshot all about there? It's very clear.
I don't know. They look to be circling Wapex. I think something very moist is happening.
Yeah. Okay. Good analysis. Wapex trying to go for Glunny Boo. He loses it. Wapex once again trying to hit either of his former Calgary Wings teammates, but they just cannot seem to collect his passes. Here's Glunny Boo, sharp pullback on Pluds. Pluds able to read it though. Still facing heat though from Glunny Boo. He tries to free it from the corner. Pluds able to break it out. Wapex lagging backwards. Looked like he teleported onto the puck there. He was able to swat it away from Badgers. Glunny Boo out of the corner with the shot. Missia the rebound. Save Pandaman. Rebound in front. And it cleared out as Missia hits the near post. A near miss for the South, but Pandaman just seems to be holding it down. Missia going backwards for the North, trying to get one up for Wapex. Wapex across. Glunny Boo not in position to receive that pass. Missia trying to pull it back. ohLuvv to the slot. Nearly hits Wad there. Here's ohLuvv with the pullback. Has Wad 0 up the ice, but Orange Panda. It's funny, both of these goaltenders have Panda in their name. Orange Panda able to swat that one away. And that's the second time we've seen him make a save like that. He's a very aggressive goalie. Has great reads on when the play is able to be thwarted by him. If a man's open. Here's Youppi dancing his way up the ice. 3-on-1 for the North. Camper shot saved by Pandaman. A pixel perfect slide in the way of that one. Youppi back trying to get it past ohLuvv. He turns around to block that one. Interesting play. Stanvey and Camper work together to forecheck it. Camper out of the corner trying to get it to the slot. But he's just not able to get the pass away. Pluds proves to be too much for him. Has to get past Box now. And he does. Pluds going up the ice. Stan gets the pullback, but it's offsides. Unfortunate spot to pull back the puck. The puck crossed the blue line and crossed back without Stanvey ever touching the neutral zone. Face-off underway. The North still outshooting the South of this period 2-1. And yet they find themselves down 1-0. Here's Gleniboo. Going forward up for Missia in the slot. That was a good chance. But Missia just couldn't find it through the traffic. Missia trying to go across. It's defended well. Wapex down the ice for Missia, but that one's scooped up by Pluds. North forced to retreat. Missia across for Gleniboo. A nice flick pass, but Birdie W defends it well. Birdie now. South 2-0. Birdie's shot saved by Orange Panda. Birdie and Badgers will chase. Wapex gaining the zone here. Nearly has some space to make a play, but he's just not able to get it done. Here's Gleniboo back to his own zone. Trying to make his way up the ice. Glenn to the middle. Wapex there, but he gets denied by Packers. A strange play there. I'm not sure how the puck ended up getting pulled back off the P3, but Wad 0 making his way up the ice. Youppi marching it. Has Camper up the ice, and his shot is gloved down by Pandaman. Stan V with plenty of space does not utilize it enough. Here's Wad down the ice. Youppi up for Camper. Camper tries to go across for Stan, but takes a little too long. South able to read that pass. Stan out of the corner, though. Dangerous play here. Stan gets to Camper, and he tries to pull back into the crease. A daunting move. But once again, ends in failure for the North Division. 20 seconds to go in this period. The North making their way up the ice again. They still seem to be dominating the play somewhat, but they have made a few mistakes, leaving people open. And those open shots have cost them as the South are up 1-0. Orange Panda forced to make a save on yet another one of those plays where the South just have an open man. And it's suddenly a whole different game than we saw in the first period. Go back up to the desk for our intermission report. The tables have certainly turned. The South seem to have tightened up a lot on defense. And the North seem to be the ones at bay here. Despite the even shot count that period, they were definitely playing the sloppier game, in my opinion. Does anybody care to oppose me? Nope. Seems pretty cut and dry. The North suck. Moya, what do you think? Do you think they did anything different than they did in the first period?
I'm not even too sure. I mean,
I think I
they're
have one.
playing well, but they're getting shots on, but I'm just not even sure what's going on. I mean, you see, Camper is on the north, right? With Youppi?
Yeah.
That's their line? Yeah, I just feel like Camper with this obsession of playing forward just is not working out. Camper needs to play defense. He needs to get out of his la la land. The league needs defenders, and Camper just is out of his depth here.
Absolutely. I mean, he's been a clear weak point. Birdie W looks perfectly fine. I would argue they're in comparable situations right now. Both both like low superstar level defensemen, but Birdie W is just blowing him out of the water matchup wise. But the North, I mean, they do still lead in the shots, and it's not like they've been taking bad shots. I believe Panaman has just been putting on an excellent performance. But it definitely needs to be better from the North Division. Any closing thoughts from anybody?
I have one. So
I also
on
have
the-
one, so I'll go first. The North second line, they need to be doing more. Wapex, Gleniboo, and Mitsia, I feel like it's a complete mismatch here, and I'm surprised they haven't scored yet.
yeah, and
Absolutely,
from my
TSQ.
analysis,
up.
is what I've noticed, the South is getting so many more shots. Like they're playing the pass so bad, the North, and yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Wisely spoken as Camper gets a shot on goal. Relatively weak one. He gets it to the slot boxes there, but Packers finds that puck first. He's able to swat it down. Box chasing after it. Trying to pull it back to the center, but that won't fool Packers. Once again, he tries a move, but Packers staying pretty disciplined on defense. I've been surprised with how well he's played it so far. Box out of the corner. Trying to find Camper. It's punted down the ice by the South. Youppi P3ing one in just blindly. Box, what on earth are they doing? They had two people in front of the net. Here's Box once again. He can't find the shot. What are they doing? And now Wad Zero finds his way up the ice, trying to take advantage of Orange Panda's aggression. He read it well, but the North was able to clamor back in time to get it away from him. Wapex now. They leave the slot open and Bloods stuffs it far side. It's 2-0 South Division. And that was just a comical series of events. Can you take us through what you just saw, Baba Bobo?
That's 2 times this game where the slot has been left wide open. It's unfortunate to see, and I don't know what happened on the other side of the ice because looks like Stanby was trying to shoot it, and Camper was blocking him. So I don't know what they're doing, but it's getting a little frisky. That's all I'll say. Back to you.
Shut up, bro.
Well, the South find themselves up 2-0 after a comical series of whiffs from the North. There's a shot from deep, once again gloved by Pandaman. Gleniboo, he didn't even turn his head. That was Aura. Here's Wapex out of the corner, trying to get into the slot. It's pinged away by Bloods. And now Badgers with a break as he picks one off Gleniboo's stick, trying to get around Orange Panda. It's swatted away by Missia. Great defensive work to get back and recover, but once again, that's been the motto of the North Division. They just need to recover constantly with how reckless they've been playing. Gleniboo down for Wapex, quickly sent back by Birdie W. Wapex trying to find Missia, but he's not able to get the pass away. Gleniboo down the ice. Nobody home. Badgers catches him changing. Save by Orange Panda from the deep P3. R-Doggy now to chase for the South. Missy off the bench. Camper changes back on. Box across. Youppi there. Not able to get it. Camper whips over it. That gives R-Doggy space to go into the zone. His slot bid is blocked by Camper, though. Packers chasing down into his own zone. Camper getting a nice series of pullbacks off, but not enough to get a very dangerous chance. Packers across for Wad. What an excellent play there, as Wad is denied by Orange Panda. Youppi making his way forward across. Camper wide open, save by Panda Man once again, proving why he is one of the biggest names in the league. Youppi down the ice to absolutely nobody. Packers now working his way in, saved by Orange Panda. Youppi out from the corner, trying to get it past Pluds. Pluds working his way around the north net. 2 minutes left of this game. Orange Panda gloves it, drops it. Apex now has to get by Birdie W. He gets into the south zone. It's only a matter of getting it to Missia in the slot or doing it himself, neither of which he's able to do. Glennyboo clamps up Badgers in the neutral zone. Wapex trying to get something going, but this line just has not been connecting. Here's Glennyboo up the ice. Missia had Wapex wide open, but he's shut down. Glennyboo shuts down the south. A 2-on-1. Glennyboo's shot saved by Panda Man. He is 14 for 14 tonight. I sure hope he gets a shutout. That would be great. That would be excellent. I would love for Panda Man 1010 to get a shutout. Here's Wapex down the ice. Glennyboo takes the drop pass, saved by Panda Man once again. Youppi trying to go to the middle as there's a delayed penalty on the play. Not entirely sure what this is about. Moya, do you care to provide any insight?
There was a what's it called? The hit retaliation hit.
Yeah, and I'll
on
take
the
it.
play, but I can't really seem to tell who hit who.
Yeah, I'll
Let's see
take
if
it
we'd like
over
to fight.
as a head ref. That looks like there should be a fight. Thank you. Back to Demoni.
Shut up.
Yeah, there's some beef going on apparently between these players. We might be able to see a fight. Who knows? And it looks like Missia and Packers will fight, and Missia absolutely packs him. Sends him all the way into the bench. And that's about the only victory the North Division will have tonight. Fighting penalties have been assessed. Both of these players will sit in the box for the remainder of the game. Reminder that this is still 3-on-3 for fighting penalties. A pass across for Camper. The North really pushing hard to try and get this figured out. Ardoggy down the ice, has it across, wide open is Wad, and that seals it. Wad 0 with the South Division's third of the night. 29 seconds to go, making things even more grim for the North Division. I low-key
He
forgot
shoots, he
there was
scores! He shoots, he scores!
How did he do that? How did he do that?
Bang!
Unreal Tech. Unreal Tech. As Wad Zero has another one. I apologize for my lack of commentary. I low-key got distracted. But yeah, 5 seconds to go in the period. Not much to commentate. I mean, Panda Man with a 15-save shutout. And it looks like the South Division will win this game. And why is Packers in ref mode?
Bang!
Big
Bang.
last save from Orange Panda, and the South Division
Big upset,
have
big
won.
upset. I knew that you're not a part of the team, bro. Bro. I really knew the South was gonna win it all. Oh.
All right, somebody else want to outro this? Oh, I'm out of here.
Okay.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in to the All-Star game. We had a triumphant South win. 3 new All-Star stick winners. Everyone else on the team on the South had the All-Star stick already. But these players notably are Badgers, Wad, and Birdie, who are all top players in the league already. So this was coming regardless. Thanks for tuning in.